My name's Judith and I work here at St Trains Senior College in Alice Springs. My sort of key focus is the photography area, and I also organise and coordinate the arts here at the college. Personal learning program, we operate with mainly Year 10 students. It's a compulsory subject and it asks students to look at themselves to understand where their strengths are, and particularly with Indigenous students, that's sort of the idea of that shame of recognising a confidence. So we build on that. Apart from identifying strengths, we look at, okay, what can I improve? How can I strategise, develop a goal to achieve better?
If you decide you're going to do a drawing, how are you going to get that onto your t-shirt? Any ideas? Scan it. We've got a scanner here, so the scanner becomes the camera. Here we have some fun little characters that you could create. All right, so all these are sourced from the site that we're going to go to, which is Threadless.
The benefits of using ICT with the PLP program is students can explore new ways of learning, operate in an ICT world, and understand that they can present in what we call a multimodal form. So it's not just one way, it's many ways.
Let's have a play. So the idea is, we're looking to do some enhancement. Okay, so let's try just a little colour change. So I want you to go, edit.
I encourage teachers to work with different modes of technology and not be afraid to use it in class and get students even to become the expert.
So I've found this really cool site and it's very straightforward to use. When students are thinking about, I want to be a superhero, what are my strengths, this little program can actually add features.
Before we got onto the program, we would have to do some explicit teaching about what is a hero, what is a villain.
So, within the presentation that I planned, the ICT, there's many films in there. So, with the superheroes, they'll be able to see what is out there, taking the Hollywood angle. And that way they can see and have discussions about what's real and what's not.
Beyond the classroom, in developing my own ICT skills, I'm always looking online for different tutorials. I also connect with local businesses to see where they're at and what they are doing. The way I apply the research that I do in using different technologies is with peers. We've set up sites from Tumblr to Pinterest, so students can look at what we are collecting and interested in and help them to use that as a resource.
At the moment we've got the idea of, here's an image, here's some text. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the other alternative is, here's an image, let's record.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so if you want to flip cam, one of the strategies I used today with a student was to give them an iPad so they could use the kaleidoscope effect. They shot lots of colour images, and just with the simple movement of the iPad and taking lots of photos, the disengagement ceased and the interest and motivation soared.
With the photography group, we're producing the t-shirt design. I always encourage students to go beyond a copy of something and make it truly their own, very original.
What I'd like you to think about between now and our next class is what you really want to put on your t-shirt. We've started with an idea, you've done a little planning, we've looked at one source. When I talk about that, we've just looked at the internet. Where else could you get inspiration from?
The use of technology in the creative process allows students to personalise more, so they can refine the image and get to know that it's not just one dimension, it's many. And if they can practice that, experience that, then they'll understand what's happening out in the real world as well, in terms of manipulation and what's real and what's not.
In what practical ways can teachers and schools transfer high-level teaching knowledge and skills? How can, or do, you use ICT in your teaching to develop thinking and creativity?